These are the pegs that come on the figure. As you can see, they're the same size in the middle as they are on each end. You saw those in older Marvel Legends figures, like way back in old school Hasbro day. This is from a newer Hasbro Marvel Legend, Age of Apocalypse, Nate Gray. Bigger on one side, smaller on the other side, the angled side. This is a smaller one, so you can slide it right in. It makes it so much easier. It's because of that I'm not gonna put this figure back together. Screw that. So here, I got the figure in my takeout container. If you've seen my videos, you know I like these. Don't use it for food after this, but it totally works for figures. It won't melt. It's not gonna get so soft it falls apart on you, but it will hold the hot water, and it's big enough for a 6-inch figure to hold it in there. So I leave it in there for about a minute. I'm fast forwarding right now. It takes, within a minute, you're gonna take it out and be flopping all around, dude. Just big floppy donkey, you know, and then you can just do whatever. So you're gonna see when I take this out, I'm gonna go back to normal speed, and I'm just gonna start like tearing into this thing. I'm just gonna pull it apart. Head is meant to pop off so it comes off easy, but then you'll see I'm gonna do the arms, and if that was a little too fast, which you're probably like, I didn't see anything, you're gonna watch on the other side. Now, all I'm doing is I'm just putting my fingernail between the peg, between just the two parts, between the elbow joint and the arm part I'm trying to take off, whether it's the lower or the upper arm. I'm just pulling it apart. If you don't have fingernails, your fingernails aren't strong enough, then you can just use a flathead screwdriver or a butter knife. I wouldn't recommend anything too sharp because this plastic is so soft, something sharp can just slice through it or slice through you, so be careful. Now, I don't do it here, but with a figure like this, when you have those butterfly joints are actually a separate piece that is soft plastic, so if you wanted to, you could pull shoulders out of figures like this. All right, if when I do Nate Gray for the next one, you're gonna see me try and pry it out, it won't come out because it's just in there, because that's the hard plastic upper torso. With the butterfly joints, it'll come out for sure if you just wanna get in there and pull it out. But you gotta be careful because the butterfly joints do have a nib on the bottom and sometimes the top and the bottom, like you see with Dark Beast. If you pull that out, you might have a problem putting it back in. So the belt slid off easy. As you see, that the waist and the lower torso parts are a hard plastic, so you'd have to crack into those. I'm not gonna get into that. As you see here, what surprised me was the way that this peg popped off of the hip. That normally doesn't happen, but it's nice. That's cool that did happen. In case you ever want to change it out for any reason or you need to replace it, then you can do that. So I'm gonna slide the camera down and I'm just gonna pull apart this leg. The upper thigh will pop out of that hip socket pretty easy. You just pull it apart, and then you can take apart the knees the same way you took apart the elbow. You just pry the lower leg or the upper thigh area away from the knee joint, and it'll just come off. Basically, you're pulling it off the pegs, and you can just take it out of the center. You don't have to push the pin through. You could, but you can just peel this apart when it's been soft rubber. It's so easy. All right, and that's pretty much it. And then you go down. I take the cast section out of the boot, and you see me pull the foot out. Now you'll see that foot peg. That's all it is. That foot peg goes into the foot, and the way it is the foot hole is angled forward. It doesn't go straight down. You don't see it on those feet, but they're angled forward. This way it allows for that crazy side-to-side rocker. I took apart Green Lantern. I'm going to post that video when I actually saw they did something similar to that. It's a nice hybrid style between what you see with the Marvel Legends and the way Mezco normally did. So that was pretty unique. All I'm doing on this other side is exactly what you saw me do on the other side. So if you're like, I can't see what he's doing, I just did it. You're not missing anything. All I'm doing is pulling out the feet here and taking apart this calf and this upper thigh. And the reason is so that you can see how long it takes me to take this whole figure apart. I did it in less than 5 minutes real time. You know, after a minute, I fast forwarded it so you didn't have to watch this hot water do its thing, but that's it. You know, and I'm not putting it back together because those pegs were a bitch. Not worth it. They're gonna be a pain in your ass. So good luck doing that. But please like, subscribe.